So what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be checking out 5 things normal in Germany but weird in the United States. So this is going to be an interesting one. First time checking out this YouTube channel. So let's actually see what we got, and yeah, let's get right onto it.
Basically, I got out of the context. She wanted me to take my pants off.
First time we saw a lot of this stuff, we were like, really? Oh, number 4. Okay, this is huge because in the US, it doesn't happen. Hey, want to get a beer at 9 a.m.? They would be like, what you say?
Yeah,
We're going to talk about 5 things that are completely normal in Germany but would be weird in the US. Is it like kind of dark in here?
I don't know.
I can't tell. Is it focused though?
Yeah, it's focused.
You want to try this cherry balla stick? First time I've ever tried a cherry balla stick.
Wow.
Have you had one?
I think I have, and it's my favorite. It's even better than strawberry.
I've never had these before.
Oh, that's pretty good. What's good, everyone? This is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, everyone? This is 5 things that is completely normal in Germany but would be weird in the US. Before this video gets started though, make sure to follow us up on Instagram here and here, because that's where you can see exactly what we're doing right now. My name is Sauna. This is Connor Sullivan. We're Americans. We live in Germany. And obviously when you live in a different country, you learn things that are different.
Yes, and because we're from the US, the things that we don't normally see, they're like shocking at first. You're like, whoa. But then to the Germans, it's so normal. They're just like, what? Why are you tripping out?
Right.
But for us, the first time we saw a lot of this stuff, we were like, really? Really?
First one might be the weirdest one.
Yes, this is, yeah.
In Germany, if you go in the sauna, you must be completely naked.
Completely.
Completely naked.
I've heard that before. I've heard that this is actually like a thing that really does happen. I mean, that's pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that either. But yeah, it might be a bit weird in the United States.
Covering any of your
Legitimately straight naked. And this is weird for the US because everybody in the US has a bathing suit, right?
I've never been in a sauna in the US where you wear nakedness.
Where you wear nakedness.
Right, bro.
Where you don't have any clothes on.
Okay, and why is this weird?
This is weird because the first time I ever went into a sauna, I was wearing Nike tights, like underwear tights. An old lady came up to me. She was completely naked. She was completely naked. She came up to me and started telling me something in German. I didn't know what it was. Basically, I got out of the context. She wanted me to take my pants off. I was supposed to be completely naked, and she wanted me to get completely naked.
Okay, imagine a granny just comes straight up to you and just wants you to take your pants off. That would be a bit awkward, honestly.
Yourself in a different country, you don't understand the language, and someone comes up to you and tells you to take your pants off.
That's weird.
That's kind of weird.
I would
But
feel awkward.
now, I will say, Saz and I have gotten used to the sauna culture. It's way better to just go in completely naked and be free. It's not weird at all. Yeah.
I did. It's actually really freeing. It's a very freeing feeling.
It's better to be like sweating, not in clothes.
Going along with that,
Yeah.
the FKK.
Beaches.
We never heard about FKK until we went to the north, which was just
Never
recently. We
heard
went to an
that.
FKK beach and we were just like, what is happening? But then we
joined in.
Yeah, we joined in and it was the most freeing feeling, jumping into the North Sea.
Alright, we're going in the water. We're at an FKK beach here in North Germany. Butt naked, I don't care!
If you could imagine.
Next one. Did you ever have that in the US?
I never had that, no. Never. In the US. Always cooked. Number 2, raw pork and raw fish. Raw fish,
raw
sushi is normal. But raw pork, I never had that because Saz and I, we both made met brochen. We ground up all the meat with our hands. We squish it together, and then at the very end they said, okay, now it's time to try it. But I was like, wait, don't we cook it or something else? We went from a pig leg, straight off of the pig, obviously.
Yeah.
Chopped it up, mixed it up. It was completely raw pork, and we spread that stuff on bread and ate it directly.
Okay.
Never had done it before. It was very
Can
tasty.
you actually do
But
that?
yeah, the pork culture
That's
here
crazy,
is
bro.
large.
Right, raw pork
Yeah.
is a normal thing for people to eat here, and I think most people like it. I actually really like it. Met brochen is pretty dang good to me.
They would.
Like if you ask a
I've
normal
never
person in
tried it, so
America,
I can't really say if I like it or not. So I will not judge that.
would you eat raw pork? They're like, no way, I would get sick. But we just went to the north and they eat a lot of fish brochen.
Yes.
Same thing as met brochen, except for raw fish instead of raw pork.
Yeah, and it's like sliced. The entire half of the fish is there. So like
Right.
the way that you look at it and view it, it's way different.
Right. Number 3, beer.
Beer.
All day.
All day. Obviously people drink beer in the US. but they don't drink it like all day. I've seen people in Germany legitimately be drinking beer at 9 a.m.
Yes,
9
9 a.m.
that's
And you don't see this in the
unreal.
U.S. as much. The beer culture is so big here. Like it's like bread, beer, and meat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
red
think
beer.
I have tried like having beer in mornings, but like I don't suggest it. I don't suggest it.
Meat.
It's like staple
I
food for
prefer my
Germans.
cup
So
of coffee.
someone in the U.S. like, hey, I want to get a beer at 9 a.m. They would be like,
Exactly. So the beer culture is a much bigger thing. It involves a lot more stuff in Germany than it does in the U.S.
and when you get older, you don't drink beer before like 5 p.m. usually.
Yeah.
It's not often that you're gonna have a like afternoon beer in the U.S. More 5 p.m. and on at a dinner.
There's even a song in the U.S., a country song. The lyrics of the song say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
It's only 12:30. I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And basically the idea behind the song is that you can drink beer before 5 o'clock or drink a cocktail before 5 o'clock, whatever, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the
Well,
world.
like
So you
in
get
another
the
country.
connotation that in most
Wow,
people's
that
heads, you don't drink before 5 o'clock.
Oh,
That's insane.
number 4. Okay, this is huge because in the U.S. it doesn't happen. First of all, in Germany and Europe, they sell tobacco in the pouches where you roll your own cigarettes, right? And that is not normal. You don't ever see people in the U.S. having their own tobacco pouch, rolling their own
Never.
cigarettes.
Never.
And then secondly, going along with this, is just the amount of people who do this and smoke is on a different level. Because it's just more part of the culture. But yeah, that bag of tobacco, at first when we saw it, we say, why, what is this? Why are you carrying around tobacco and rolling your own cigarettes? Why don't you just buy cigarettes if you're gonna
Right.
smoke?
Answer,
Apparently
it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
But it's funny. I've met so many people who literally always carry a bag of tobacco.
Yeah, I don't smoke tobacco, but I think, from what I know, like my friends do smoke this, and they do prefer rolling it because it just you get it cheaper, and if you have the ready pack of cigarettes, I mean you have in your mind that you just take it out of the box and light it, but when you think you have to roll it and do the whole procedure just to light your cigarette, I mean, it makes you want to like stand back a bit, you know? So that's the reason I know.
The rolling papers and the filters.
The filters.
We'll just be like in the train, whatever, wherever, and they just whip them out.
Yeah.
They pull out tobacco, put it on the paper, roll it up with the filter. The only thing people do that with in the US is weed. And people don't carry it around and roll it up every 5 minutes.
Yeah. And it's so casual. You'll be talking to a German and be like, oh, how's the day? Blah, blah, blah. Where are you from? Ah, Marburg. Marburg. Blah, blah, blah. And they'll just like, and randomly in the middle of the conversation, they'll just be like, so, how you doing? And it's like, they start like getting the stuff, dripping it on.
Yeah.
Rolling it up. Oh, very nice. Light it up. And then if you stay with a German all day who smokes, they'll do that maybe 20 times.
Yeah.
They'll smoke one, throw it down, and then they'll roll another one.
Yeah. That's crazy. The last thing I would say is really weird, but can't really say if this is actually true. So you could tell me if you think it's true or not.
Or if we're wrong.
We could be wrong. I feel like I've seen it a lot more in Germany than in the US. And that's making out in public. I've seen
out in public,
so many
okay.
couples, like young couples, like probably 16, 15,
Macking it.
just straight macking it. Straight macking it in the middle of like a main part of town, like in the downtown area, at a bus stop where there's like people around, they're just sitting there making out. In Hamburg, we were just walking, they were in the middle of a bridge over the waters making out.
Yes.
In the US, all the young kids go to the movie theaters and go to the top of the movie theater and they make out there. From my perspective, I feel like I've seen a bunch of young kids do that and I think it's weird.
I've only
but,
seen
like,
one. The Hamburg was the first time I saw it.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. You've seen a lot more.
I've seen like 10 couples.
In Marburg?
In Marburg.
Okay, maybe because it's a
Marburg?
college town?
Marburg? Marburg! These are just some of the things that we've noticed. None of these are like, whoa, chill out, like just, everyone needs to stop doing that. They're all just like, hey, that's different, that's kind of weird, but do you know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks.
that's just 5 things that we've noticed while living here in Germany. Connor also has a video today talking about
Random stuff.
Okay, so that comes to the end of that. I mean, guys, that was a pretty interesting video. I liked the information they actually provided us. Also, quite fun video. Like, these guys seem pretty cool, so it was fun. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, guys. If you enjoyed, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really does help us grow. So if you want to support, go do that. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.